To my kitchen, everybody. And just like that, it's summertime. So hot outside. I thought I would make a fun summer recipe today. It's called the 7-layer summer spread. Sometimes you don't want a heavy meal, you just want some cheese and crackers or some cold meats and things like that. So this type of spread or dip is perfect for that type of occasion. We are going to layer some cream cheese and mayonnaise, add some green onions and bacon and garlic, and then we're going to make some layers, pretty green layers with peas, yes, peas, and a nice red layer with some tomatoes. So I have 2 packages of cream cheese softened in my big batter bowl. And when you see cream cheese on special, just grab a couple of extra. You want to have 2 packages for this recipe. We're going to add in a 1/4 cup of mayo, and we're going to add some garlic. This recipe calls for 2. I'm just going to do 2 today. I pre-cooked some bacon ahead. We're going to throw some bacon into here, and we're going to put some bacon in the bottom of my small batter bowl. I have my small batter bowl here, and it's layered with saran wrap because we're going to make our dip and then flip it out onto a platter and peel back the saran wrap, and it's going to look amazing. So a little bit of bacon in the bottom is going to end up on the top of our recipe. Into here, we're going to add some green onions. I have some already cut, and we love to use the kitchen shears for our green onions. I feel pretty good about this. Do you see this? I took the ends, the white part of the green onion, and when it got down to the bottom, I put it in some water and started to grow my own green onions. And this is going to be so flavorful. Garlic, bacon, and onions. And we're going to throw in some cheddar cheese. We are going to probably add just a little bit more than that. I've made this recipe quite a few times at Pampered chef shows, and a couple of my hostesses have said, I don't like peas. But when you have it in this type of dip, they're not overpowering. Hannah, what do you call a pea that rolls off your plate?
I don't know.
An escapee.
Oh.
There's our cheese, and we're going to put some of this into the small batter bowl. That looks good. And now we're going to make a layer of peas and tomatoes. So I have 2.5 cups of peas, just frozen peas that I've thawed ahead. Dump it into our manual food processor, and we'll make them mushy. I want to add a little bit of salt, so I've got some Himalayan sea salt here. And a few more pumps. And we're gonna make a layer, a green layer. And then we're gonna make a tomato layer. So I have our tomato here. It's a Roma tomato. We're gonna take the seeds out. Seeds make our recipe soggy. Cut the end off, quarter it like this. Pull our seeds out. So I'm using a little bar board cutting board here today, and if you cut tomatoes or carrots or any kind of really colorful vegetable and it stains your white cutting board, a little tip for you is to wash it and put it outside in the sunshine, and the sun bleaches the stains out of your cutting board. It's not unusual to come by my house and see some cutting boards sitting on my deck getting cleaned by the sun. But here's a funny story. One time I was cutting up carrots and it stained the cutting board. So I washed it and put it out in the sun, and then the sun moved. So for those of you who don't know me, I drive a white car. I moved the cutting board onto my car and forgot about it. And then I hopped in my car and went for a drive, and the little white cutting board flew off my car, and there were cars behind me, so I couldn't stop and pick it up. So I littered, I guess, with my white cutting board. But it's a great tip. If you have stains on your cutting board, that's the best way. Wash it and put it out in the sun and let the sun bleach the stains out for you. So we'll do a little layer of red And then we're gonna put more of our cream cheese mixture and another green layer and another red layer. What we do, we take our plate that we're gonna serve on and put it over our batter bowl and flip it over. And voila, we have our 7-layer summer spread with a few little pieces of baguette to go with it. How fast and simple was that? You probably have all of the ingredients on hand to do that. One last joke, Hannah. What did John Lennon say to his son when he wouldn't eat his vegetables?
Yeah,
He's a chance. I hope you make this.